Becoming Independent, a 4-step guide. What is a self-employed person? If you dream of breaking free from any hierarchy, that you thirst for new projects and freedom in your work organization, becoming independent is probably the solution. But what do we mean by becoming independent? Where to start and how to prepare for it? How to prepare. How to finance yourself. Creation formalities. Number 1. What is a self-employed person? A self-employed person is a person carrying out an activity without any relationship of subordination. This also requires taking into account other parameters. Do you like to work alone? Are you organized? Do you have the discipline to keep your commitments to your customers? Do you have a good tolerance for risk? Are you ready to have a highly fluctuating income? If you can cope with a very heavy workload and have a project you are passionate about, then maybe now is the time of becoming independent. Number 2. Becoming independent, how to prepare for it. A market study. Before even getting started, a market study is essential to compare your idea to the market's reality. This market study will allow you to adjust your offer, to test the project's viability to ensure that at launch, your service or product will meet a clientele and that there is a real need. Be careful and underestimate your resources while overestimating your needs. Anticipate events. The objective is, again, to guard against unpleasant surprises. Precisely estimating your needs will be a determining criterion for the future, and especially at the beginning, when you start, you always tend to underestimate them. Material aspects. In particular, you have to list all the material aspects, where and with what will you work. It will help you in becoming independent. Number 3. How to finance yourself when you want to become independent. A first estimate. The concrete consequence of this work is to be able to estimate your financial needs and resources. You can then accurately assess the funds you will need to start your business and as working capital. The different investments. First, define how much you want or can invest in your business and then find the money. It is a very important step for becoming independent. The search for financing can be frightening by its alleged complexity, but this is not the case because the modes of financing have diversified. A financing file must be assembled and perfectly evaluated to appear the most credible. Access to certain aids. The legal status also conditions access to certain aids, which is now open to business creators and no longer only unemployed business creators. Number 4. Creation formalities. Once the legal status and the tax regime have been determined, you are ready to start the creation process. If you want to start a business, you will need to plan for the drafting of articles of association and registration with the RCS. It may be interesting to be accompanied by a lawyer at this stage. To read full article, please visit motivatedspartans.com. The link is also in the description.